Hey everyone, Tiana Hobson here for BHL 100% Real. I'm joined today with Colin Walker, who is one of the stars of Lee Daniels' The Butler. Yeah. Thank you for being here. Can you tell us a little bit about your role in The Butler?
I play John Ehrlichman, who was Nixon's White House domestic advisor. So, and I'm in the scenes with John Cusack playing Nixon, Alex Manette playing Haldeman, and Forrest Whitaker playing the Butler.
How is it working? I mean, this is such a huge ensemble cast. Yeah, so what was it like being in these scenes with, these big names?
It was great. It was efficient. I was only in one day. I think Cusack was in for 2 days, and it's just such an honor to be on that cast list. That cast list is just unbelievable. So, and but even though it was one day, it was a 12-hour day, and we really dove in, and Lee gave us a space to really work the scene out and figure out, and it comes at an important part in the movie.
Okay, and I know you play a lot of cops usually.
I do. Yeah.
You're usually a cop. So how was it getting to change it up and playing an actual person in history, like an actual historical figure?
Well, it was great. I took a certain amount from, just Wikipedia and history, and Ehrlichman was a critical, part of Watergate. So he has sort of a reputation. And but the scene that we're in happens prior to that. So it was interesting having to play to the historical parts of the story.
All right. And then one last question, because I know you have to get out of here. This movie deals with a lot of racial tension, and I mean, America's dealing with a lot of that right now. In the aspect of the racial conversation happening right now, where do you think The Butler fits into that?
I think it's a really interesting look. There's a great scene, without giving too much away. There's a great scene in the movie where Martin Luther King is speaking, and he talks about the importance of the butlers and the African Americans in the history of the civil rights struggle, and that a lot of African Americans just immediately think, and his son is saying, oh, he's somewhat of an Uncle Tom and what have you. And I think it's an important role because because the Butler plays such an important part in the African American civil rights. And I think it's a great look at the civil rights history through a character that has a front row seat, albeit silent.
All right. Well, thank you very much.